Hello, ladies and gents. Macho Miracle here. Here to talk about my week because, well, it's Macho life. That's what I do. So let's get that started. I'm going to open up my door because it's kind of hot in here. Let's open it up a crack. Just a bit. Probably open up my curtains because there's still some daylight out. And it'll help with the lighting a little bit of the video. Well, when I say a little bit of light, I mean a lot. But it's at the point where it was making a glare on my television, so I had to close them. Well, from where I sit, it makes a glare. Everywhere else, it's okay. Just where I sit, of course. But now I get to tell you about my week. There was a really low point, and then there's a really high point. But we're just going to go in order of days, what happened. So Monday and Tuesday were both really easy. I did homework because it was dead week, which my dead week is really my finals week. It's insane. Every week, dead week I've ever had. I think it's just because of the way my schedule's always worked out and what I'm going to school for, digital media. It just happens to be that dead week is your week of hell. So that was fun, but it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because I had some music homework to do by Friday that I did on Friday. Wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be, so that's nice. But Wednesday in the morning, I'm working on homework and stuff, of course. Then I go to class around, I leave around 11. My class is at noon. I get there a little bit before, go to my class at noon, everything like that. Get home, work on my stuff just a little bit more longer, and then my buddy Austin comes over. And we always go to Joplin because he needed to get enrolled for next semester classes and stuff. He goes to the rival of my college. They're rivals, so that's fun. So my skin was burning while I was there. I was in lion country, and a gorilla don't belong there. So it was pretty sickening, really. It was disgusting, absolutely awful. But whatever, whatevs. Fun stuff like that. Just heard some fam get home, so I might have to record this later. They're bringing me food home. So, yeah, they're back, it sounds like. So, let me check to make sure. Oh, yeah, I just saw the butt of the van coming in to the garage. So, I'll be right back, guys, and I'll continue talking about my Wednesday through Saturday. All right, cool. Howdy. Now on to continuing my Wednesday. Good old Wednesday was pretty fun. I'm at the moment in Joplin with my buddy. Like I said, gorilla shouldn't be in lion country because of the whole burning sensation. It felt disgusting and awful. But then we ate at Logan's. We had Logan's, and that was pretty good. Had some fun there, and then went back to the MSSU campus, and then we went back home. He dropped me off. About 45 minutes later, I guess he was texting another one of our friends, Justin, and Justin texted me and asked me to come over, and I was like, yeah, come on over, man. And then Austin came over about 15-20 minutes later, and then about another 30 minutes later, one of our friends, Colton, came over. So it was the original four, is what I like to think of us as, because we all met each other in preschool. Well, I met Justin. We've been friends for a really long time, since we were babies. That's how long we've known each other. So he's the one who's my longest friend. These three are both on my best friend list. So we hung out together. We played some Super Mario Maker on my Wii U, and then we played some Super Smash Brothers. That was fun. And they left a little bit after 1 a.m. They got here around, some of them were here around 7, and it was somewhere in between 7 and 8. All three of them showed up, which was awesome. And I really needed that, even though I needed to be working on homework too, which I still did a little bit while they were here. So I did a little bit of homework. And then the next day was all Thursday, and I have an 8 a.m. class, which I got to, but late, and this is a photography class, so I figure out that I have 3 I've been working on 2 of these photography assignments. I just started on the last one. I had to get these 3 photography assignments done by the next day by 5 p.m. on Friday. So I went home and finished my portfolio project I was working on, turned that in online, and then went and took a bunch of photos. Finally, after hours and hours, got all the photos I needed, and sent in the ones that I was going to get printed off in black and white to my mom so she can print them off at her office. And then I only needed to print like 5 off at 8x10s. And then I had to go to my class the next day and mount them. That was my plan anyways. And then, so Friday rolls around, right? All right, so I go and print off the photos. I go to Walmart. It's a town away, 20 some miles away, another town. It's also my place of work, so that was fun being there when I wasn't working. It kind of blew, but now I got them printed off, and then I went to my mom's office, picked up the ones that I needed that she printed off on just regular paper because I didn't need to be printed on a photo paper. And I talked to her for a while, and then some good friends of mine, Mark and Cole, and their friend Harkeet, they go to same college I do. They're gonna have poker night, so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go hang out with them. And I had like 12 music assignments to do by the end of the night, so I was just gonna work on them there while they played poker. And if I got done, then maybe I'd play some poker with them. I was just gonna hang out with them. I don't really know how to play poker, but they were gonna teach it to me. I can play blackjack, 21. I can do that. But they were gonna teach me poker probably. So, but I go home to grab the laptop that I'm going to need to work on my stuff while I'm there, hanging out with them. And then I head off to my class. I have a noon class that day, astronomy. I didn't make it there. And here's why. My truck died at a stop sign before I even got to the town where my college is in. It's at at an intersection, where the road I was on and another road meet. It just died when I stopped, and it wouldn't start again, or it would act like it was going to start and then just die immediately after that. And because it was so sudden, I wasn't really sure what it was, and I was right in the middle of the road, so I had to wave some people on at first to go figure out what was going on, and I tried to push out of my way, out of the way of traffic, so people that had to go around me, and I only moved it like 2 inches because, well, one, I have a heart problem, and because I've had 2 open heart surgeries for that. Whenever you have open heart surgeries, it messes up your lower back for some reason. Don't know why, but it does. I also have scoliosis, so my lower back's not very good. So I was putting a lot of strain on my heart, the most important muscle in your body, and then my lower back. So I only moved it like 2 inches. I was like, okay, this isn't happening. And some people stopped and they asked if I had someone coming. I did. I called my grandpa. He was on his way to help. And luckily, out of the most people that stopped, I knew one of them. And they all asked if I had someone, some help coming. And I was like, yeah, I have someone coming. Finally, somebody stops. He came from the other direction. He stopped at the stop sign, came through, parked way back so he could help me push it out of the way. Because he was like, yeah, this needs to be pushed out of the way. So he asked me if anybody stopped. I'm like, yeah, like 4 or 5 people. And he's like, yeah, offered to help you push out of the way. I was like, no, I told him I had help on the way. He's like, oh. He's like, okay. And he's like, well, I'll help you push it out of the way at least, since I had somebody on the way. And this guy's like 6'5", 6'6", Caucasian, like me. I think he went to the same college I did. I'm not too sure though. He might have been a little bit older than that, but he looked like he was somewhere in his 20s. But he was a big muscle-bound dude too, so it was perfect. That's like perfect for pushing my truck out of the way. So of course, I take the steering wheel and he pushes, and it's super fast because the guy's like the Hulk. So I was like, this guy's awesome. And I thanked him for his help, and he got in his truck and he drove off, and then as he's driving away, here comes my grandpa. And then he diagnoses it as fuel pump. My fuel pump has pooped on me because of age. It's a 1987 Chevy Silverado, so it's old. It's the original fuel pump. We didn't know if it was external or internal, and he forgot to check. This was whenever we'd already called. My mom called the tow place because I didn't know the towing number, so plus me and my grandpa were trying to figure out what was going on. I'm still trying to diagnose the issue. So got a tow person coming. He knew the tow guy, so that was nice. He had a cool tow truck, one that you move the bed thing down and you chain it on instead of dragging it. Instead of lifting up the front and pulling it along, you put the entire vehicle on the back of your tow truck. It was one of those ones. One of the bigger ones that was just like super easy. You know, like one guy can do it kind of a thing. I guess one guy can do the other older tow trucks, but this tow truck was like, oh yeah. That's going to be $94 that I have to pay, so that's fun. We were really hoping it was going to be an external fuel pump. It wasn't. It was internal. Which we found out later because my grandpa took me to my class. Well, I missed the class that I was going to go to. I missed that completely. But we went, and it was about 1:30 when I got there, and it was about 2 when I got out of class to turn in all my photography stuff. I turned it all in. It's all turned in. Life is good there. Then we left. We went to the town where my mom works, went back there, and we had Pizza Hut. And then, as we're getting back in, I'm trying to put my seatbelt on while holding my drink as my grandpa starts to back out, which makes me spill my Pepsi. Yesterday was not my day. Friday was not my day at all. So, luckily nothing got on, and he's, detailing is, his thing, the inside of his truck's super nice. None got on the seat, none of it got on the floorboard or anything like that. It got on the mat that's on the floorboard, but that's it. That's an easy clean, So we cleaned it up and everything like that. No problems. Like, thank goodness it didn't get on anything. It didn't even get on me. I don't even know how that's possible. Because it's like, it was a 32-ounce drink and like maybe like this much of like a round thing of soda. It wasn't that much soda at all. Don't even know how that's possible. It went completely upside down. And it was that exact styrofoam cup right there. Okay, so about the drink and whatnot. Then we go and check out my truck, and yeah, and this is a place that my grandpa used to work at. He detailed all the vehicles and stuff. Now it's a repair place. It used to be just a place. It was like an auto dealer, and he detailed everything. But now it's a place where they actually work on cars, and he knows all the people there. The guy who was working on it was like, it's an internal fuel pump, and it was like, oh boy, because those are a lot more expensive. So because of labor, an internal fuel pump getting replaced, and then the tow bill was added to that bill. That's where they added it. They didn't charge us directly, just like, and we're just going to put it on your repair bill. So that's like $440 some for me. Can't wait to pay that. And that's going to be really fun. Oh boy. Really sucks. Well, I hope my mom doesn't pay it because I'd feel bad. But she's probably going to want to help me out. So it's not going to be all out of my pocket, but it still sucks. But at least I know I'm going to have a nice new working fuel pump now. That is not a problem at all. It's like, okay, new internal fuel pump. One that's not old, one that will just not at all. And it wasn't because of mileage, because I only have 63,000 miles on the dang thing. It's an old truck and it only has 63,000 miles. One of a kind. It looks really nice too. I just have these random issues where random awful things happen to me when it comes to driving. Like sometimes one time my tire came completely off of the hubcap. Just came part of it, like the bottom part of it came completely off. Luckily that was here in town. There was nothing that I could have done that caused that. Okay, I know how to drive. And that just happened. And then one time I'm driving, and I have my tire just like blow up. As I had my dad in the truck with me. It's just like, why? Oh my goodness, why? But I'm glad that one I'm glad happened, because then that's whenever my other grandpa, my dad's dad, put the spare on for me because I had to go to a dentist appointment. My dad and my grandpa did that while my grandma came and got me because I called her. My grandma lives in the town where my dentist office was, and she took me to it, and all was hunky-dory. And that was the last time I got to hang out with my grandma. But I don't need to get all sad this week. So, but that one I'm actually glad about happening. And then I had where I don't even know what happened. There's a part that really messed up to where I couldn't like even really drive. It had something to do with the axle, or maybe it was the part that keeps the tire on, the right front tire. I can't think of the names right now. I'm not good with auto stuff. I can check my oil. I can check all the stuff that I need to check, and I can add oil and add fluids. I can do all that. I can't actually go and fix something. I can diagnose some things that are wrong, but I forget the names of things. I know what they look like. I know what they look like and everything like that. But I couldn't tell you the freaking name of a lot of the stuff. But that's okay. Not everybody's a freaking car genius, so that's okay. But I just had all kinds of things happen to me, like getting my truck ran into and costing a whole bunch of money because the entire right side of my freaking truck is just destroyed. Never really figured out what happened there, so that's fun. And now this, it just like random, like worst times. Like this is like the last day of dead week, and I have finals week coming up. I only have like 3 finals, so one on Tuesday and then Thursday, Friday. But I still need to go to my classes. Okay, I still need to go. I don't have my truck back till Monday, so I'm trying to see if I have to take my mom's van to school, which means I have to go get my sticker off of my truck so I don't get fined for parking without one of those little parking permit thingies, or see if a friend can just take me, which I'm hoping that I can do that and just have a friend take me. It'd be so much easier. It'd be way easier if that is the case. But we'll see. Oh, even easier is if my truck would just stop having this stuff happen to it. Because it's a pretty reliable truck. It's a nice truck. It works good. It's just that randomly things like this will happen. And it's like, why? It's also an oil guzzler. Unless I use a quart of Lucas. And then, and whenever I get my oil changed, the place who's doing my oil change has a quart of Lucas that I can put in there. In which case, then my truck doesn't become an oil guzzler. It's a lot better about not just chugging through that freaking oil. So that's fun to deal with. But now on to my Saturday, which is today. Really fun. All that good stuff. I woke up in the morning, had myself sausage and cheese breakfast sandwich. Really like those. They're pretty awesome. Back to Thursday night, actually. Hold on horses. I did all my music work, got all that done, so that was good. Okay, short little thing. I had an hour to spare. I thought my dead week was going to be insane. I had an hour to spare and watched Achievement Hunter's new show called Theater Mode that you can watch if you're a Rooster Teeth sponsor. It was really funny. I enjoyed it. So if you're a RT sponsor, you should go watch that. I liked it. I don't know if you will, but I liked it. So check it out. Anyways. Ate my sausage and cheese sandwich, had a glass of chocolate milk for breakfast. I was watching some episodes of Fairy Tale, watched a Let's Play, from Achievement Hunter, and then my stepdad texted me. He's just downstairs. It's easier to just text whenever someone's upstairs and downstairs. He's like, hey, do you want to go see the Ratchet and Clank movie? Because I've been wanting to really bad and haven't been able to because of homework and, not having a vehicle, stuff like that. But, man, I really want to see it, and because I'm off today, I was like, yeah, totally, let's go watch it. I was so happy. So me and him went to Joplin, and we watched that. We had at Schlotsky's, my favorite place. So good. I had a 10-inch pepperoni double cheese pizza. So freaking good. And got some root beer. Hadn't had root beer in a while. It was really good. It was Barks, you know, so it was really good. And then, and then, fun happened. We went to Ratchet and Clank movie, and it was awesome. 10 out of 10 gold bolts. Totally. 10 out of 10 gold freaking bolts. Okay, it was awesome. Here we're gonna get an image of Ratchet and Clank movie going on, so I can show you guys if you don't know. See if I can get. There we go. I like that image right there. Let's do it. Let's do it right there. There it is. You know what? We're gonna get closer. We're gonna get closer. Because this movie was awesome. Well, it's my favorite video game series of all time. So, there's Ratchet and Clank. You got Captain Quark and all these people. Here, let me tell you some voices of people. Alright. Chairman Drek right here, where my finger is. Paul Giamatti. See this robot back here? Freaking Sylvester Stallone. You can't see the guy, but he's like a big purple guy. He's not on here. His name is Grimroth, played by John freaking Goodman. Of course, Captain Quark right here. He's one of my favorite Ratchet and Clank characters, played by Jim Ward. James Arnold Taylor is Ratchet, and then David Kaye is of course Clank. Ratchet and Clank. And those are they also play the characters. They're the voices of the characters in the games too. The Captain Quark, Ratchet and Clank, and then and I forgot the girl that's behind Ratchet. I know the name of that actress. It's Bella Thorne. So that was cool. It was cool that Sylvester Stallone and John freaking Goodman, and Paul Giamatti. I know who he is too. I did not expect those three, and it's awesome that they were voices in the movie. So cool. Sylvester Stallone played a good Victor, the bad robot, bad there. But Chairman Drek's the main villain. And then there's Dr. Nefarious in there too. He's one of the best Ratchet and Clank villains. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I can't even stop thinking about it. I made a tweet, giving it a 10 out of 10 gold motes because it's that amazing of a movie. I've played every Ratchet and Clank game multiple times through. Playing through the new one right now. I'm going to play through it multiple times, of course. I'm going to platinum it because what else am I going to do? It's a Ratchet and Clank game. I have to. Or I'm not, I can't, I can't not do that. I have to. And I also need to go back and platinum all the other Ratchet and Clanks that I haven't yet. Just because, other games have come up and I played. But I've already played through those games on my PS2 before, like, a crazy amount of times. An insane amount of times. Like, it's crazy how many times I've played through these Ratchet and Clank games. I also need to watch a Ratchet and Clank vs. Jak and Daxter Death Battle by Screw Attack. I need to watch that. I'm going to actually, after this video, after I'm done recording it, I'm going to watch it. And it's going to be awesome. I'm assuming Ratchet and Clank win. If they don't, I might be pretty mad. Because I love Jak and Daxter too, but man, Ratchet and Clank are my boys. And are unstoppable. They would beat anybody. Because of their arsenal, and then, Ratchet is awesome, and not only that, Clank is awesome. So, they have to. Jak and Daxter's cool. I'm not gonna lie. All these PlayStation-only characters, Ratchet and Clank, that's two of them. Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, all those guys are awesome. And they make movies of all of them, which they are. So, that's cool. I don't know about Jak and Daxter movie. I know they're making a Sly Cooper movie. They're making a Sly Cooper movie, guys. Alright, Sly Cooper movie. I'm not as excited about that as I was for Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank is my number 1 movie of all time. Number 2 being Dude, Where's My Car? And then number 3 being Forrest Gump. And there we go. There's my top 3 right there. Man, Ratchet and Clank is so good. I can't get over it, guys. It's so good. You gotta go watch it. Even if you don't know what it is, it's fun for the whole family. It's got comedy, it's got action, all kinds of awesome stuff. Man, it's so good. I can't. It's the most amazing thing ever. And then I'm about to order a Captain Quark shirt, and then I'm gonna order the soundtrack from the game and the soundtrack from the movie. And I want to get the soundtrack from the movie because the starting, like whenever it brings out the Ratchet and Clank logo, the dubstep that they played, awesome. Totally wicked awesome dubstep or techno. I don't know. It was some kind of music that was awesome. It wasn't even dubstep. Don't know why I said dubstep. But it was awesome music. I guess it was like dubstep. But it was good. The music was good. I'm gonna get the music for it. And then there's a big poster that somebody made, fan art poster. That's like, here I'll show you. Like it'd be like this big along the wall. It'd be like that. So basically, okay, you see how big that Gaming Zone Duty Calls Noobs Beware poster? So like about this finger to this finger, no, about this finger wide. I don't know why it was so short. This finger, and longer than this poster overall. So like this is the up and down of it, and then the length is longer than that poster. Freaking awesome. $50 poster. I'm gonna get it though. I have to, Ratchet and Clank stuff. I love Ratchet and Clank stuff. I gotta get it. It's my favorite video game series. Okay, I can't not get Ratchet and Clank stuff, especially after this movie. Freaking awesome. Keeping the ticket for the rest of my life. That's no doubt. And if I can find the time or find people to go with me, I'm gonna go watch it again. Totally. And it will be 10 out of 10 more gold bolts. I worded that weird. Weirded that word. But yeah, 10 out of 10 gold bolts. If you don't understand the gold bolts thing, it's a collectible in Ratchet and Clank. But yeah, it was a 10 out of 10 movie. Alright, 5 stars. 2 thumbs up. Totally, mega, ultra, wicked, cool, awesome, amazing, terrific, epic freaking movie. Alright, it was like everything you want a movie to be. Alright. There's some things missing from the Ratchet and Clank game that weren't in the movie, but that's fine. That's fine. They did the right amount of things to make it good, and took some stuff out of there so they could make the movie better as a whole for everybody, for people who haven't seen Ratchet and Clank, because some of the things in there are, very obvious to people who have played these games before, and then some things, but if they put everything possible in there, then only the people who played the games would really understand. But it was very true when they said that the new game is the game based off the movie, based off the game. Very true. Very true. It was totally awesome. 10 out of 10, like I said. 11 out of 10. It was more. It was more than that. It was freaking amazing. It's my favorite movie, okay? But that's a lot of bias, too. There's a lot of bias in there. But it is a good movie. Alright, here, let's act like I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game before in my life. Alright guys, we watched Ratchet and Clank today. Never played a game before in my life. Heard it was pretty good. Pretty good game. It's really, people say it's fun. But yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 movie. Alright, there we go, guys. Let you guys know that it's a good movie. Whether I played the game or not. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. It's an amazing movie. Go watch it. Like, it better get an Oscar. Like, everybody who played voices in it better get Oscars. And people would just, everything. Just Oscars for it all. Academy Awards. All over the place. Just, yeah, it's totally awesome. And I was super excited. I was so pumped. Like, whenever the movie started, like, as it was starting, I was in a state of, like, epic shock. Like, I was like, this is really happening right now. And it was awesome. So there we go. That was my week. The truck thing was the low. The Ratchet and Clank movie was my high, obviously. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope your guys' week was at least on equal terms of mine. Not the low part, but the good part. Or better. That'd be awesome if something happened to you that was super important and super awesome at the same time. But I don't see what could be more important than a Ratchet and Clank movie. So yeah, that's why I said equal. Hope it's all like equal good, except that the bad thing didn't happen to you, or that you weren't as busy as I was. But I wasn't as busy as I thought I was going to be. But still, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch more stuff and play video games and relax before finals week. So yeah, you guys have an amazing rest of your day / night, week, whatever, whenever you watch this. I don't know. But yeah. Thanks for watching.